Ever feel like your tears are just right there, ready to go? Like on a hair trigger, 1 second you're totally fine, and the next, boom, you're welling up. Well, today we're going to dive into the psychology of why some of us are just wired to cry more easily. And if that sounds like you, then yeah, you're in the right place.
So, why do some of us cry so easily? It's a question you've probably asked yourself a million times, right? Especially when you look around and it seems like everyone else has it all together. But you know what? It's a super common experience, and we're actually going to unpack the science behind it.
You know the moments I'm talking about? You're watching a movie, you get into a frustrating argument, or maybe you're just incredibly happy, and there they are, the tears. If that's you, I want you to know you are so not alone. And if this is you, let's be real. You've probably been told you're too sensitive. It always lands like a criticism, doesn't it? Like it's something you need to fix about yourself, something you need to toughen up about. And that can feel, well, pretty isolated.
But what if we flip that idea on its head? What if being too sensitive isn't a weakness at all? What if it's not a flaw, but actually a really complex and honestly a deeply human trait? One that's rooted in your biology and your life experiences.
All right, so to really get this, we've got to look inside the brain. We're going to get into the neuroscience behind your tears. Because trust me, what's happening on a neurological level, it's just fascinating. Okay, so here's the key concept from psychology we need to know. Emotional sensitivity. And no, this isn't some made-up term. It's a real, recognized trait. All it means is that some people are just naturally wired to feel things, well, more intensely than others.
I absolutely love this analogy. Think of it like this. Your brain just processes feelings at a higher volume. It's not about you being dramatic or looking for attention. It's literally that the emotional volume knob in your brain is turned up to 11, while for other people it might be at a 3 or 4.
So, what's controlling that volume knob? Well, it's a tiny part of your brain called the amygdala. It's this little almond-shaped cluster of neurons, and it's basically the command center for how we process emotions.
Okay, so check this out. The amygdala is basically your brain's emotional reactor. Now, in some people, it's just more active. It sends out way stronger emotional signals. And that's what triggers the physical reaction, the tears. And get this, it often happens before you can even think about it or try to stop it. But wait, your brain's wiring is only half the story. The other huge piece of the puzzle is your past. Our life experiences play a massive role in shaping how we react to things today. It's all about conditioned responses. This cycle explains it so well. So imagine growing up in an environment where emotions were, let's say, unpredictable or really intense. Your nervous system learns to be on high alert, always scanning the room, always looking for emotional changes. And the result? Your body is now trained to respond super fast to any emotional trigger.
And this is so important. That quick to tears thing, it's not a weakness. It's not you failing to cope. It's a conditioned response. It's a survival mechanism. Your body literally learned to keep you safe.
Okay, so now we know why it happens. But what's the point? What does crying actually do for us? Well, it turns out it's an incredible biological tool. Your body is literally using it to regulate itself.
I think we can all relate to this feeling. It's like your insides are a jumbled mess of wires, just total chaos. Well, crying is the process that helps untangle all of that. It's your body's built-in way of going from feeling completely overwhelmed to finding some balance again.
And here's the cool science behind it. Before you cry, your body is swimming in stress hormones, right? Your whole nervous system is on high alert. But after you cry, studies show that you literally release those stress hormones in your tears. You're flushing them out. And that's what helps your whole system calm down and regulate. It's a real physical change. So yeah, you can basically think of it as a built-in reset button. When everything gets to be too much, a good cry can literally hit reset and bring you back to a calmer, more stable place. All right, now we get to my favorite part of this whole thing. Because this sensitivity, it isn't just about your feelings. It often translates into something amazing, a kind of superpower, high empathy. I want you to ask yourself, does this sound familiar? You're the one who picks up on a tiny shift in someone's tone of voice. You can feel the energy change the second you walk into a room. Highly empathetic people don't just understand what others are feeling, they often feel it right along with them, almost as if it's their own. Now, let's be totally honest. Feeling everything so deeply and absorbing everyone else's emotions, it can be absolutely exhausting. That's the challenge for sure. But the flip side, the strength, the superpower, is that it lets you connect with people on a level that is so incredibly deep, a level a lot of people just never get to experience.
You know, society tends to reward people who can put on a brave face, who can hide their emotions, the whole stiff upper lip thing. But guess what? That's not how everyone is built. Some of us are just wired to feel it all, the full spectrum, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that.
And if you take away one thing from our time together today, let it be this. In a world that can often feel kind of numb, the ability to feel things deeply is not a flaw. It's not a weakness. It's actually a pretty rare and powerful gift.
So I'll just leave you with this to think about. What was the last movie or the last song that really got you, that made you tear up? Thinking about that isn't about dwelling on sad things. It's about recognizing and, yeah, even celebrating your ability to be moved, your capacity to feel. And that's a beautiful thing.